Yes, this is concerning disabled man in a wheelchair and consecutive podcaster unexpectedly kicked out from DeSantis campaign event with no valid reasons. I don't know if you have seen this. Take a look at this.
They printed it. It had money, millions of dollars to fund mail-in elections in all 50 states. It had paying people not to work. I said, if you spend $2 trillion and you pay people not to work, not only are you going to get inflation, you're going to get shortages, and you're also going to fund all of these blue states to shut down their governments.
What's the
for
problem?
a year. This will be the worst thing that ever happened to our economy. And I bought all kinds of
I just told you to get your crap and let's go.
Well, they all showed up. And I'm sitting there on the floor of the house watching the microphone. What did I do?
All right. He's no good. I was told. Guys are yelling Trump stuff, but you've been good.
I didn't say it. Hey, listen, I can wheel myself out. I can wheel myself out.
Come on, let's go.
There must be something more.
You're not allowed orders.
Orders for what?
Just come on.
The reason behind this unexpected removal remain unclear, sparking confusion and frustrations among the individuals involved. The incident, which was caught on video, showed the disabled attendee who had just entered the venue being promptly escorted out by security personnel. When asked for an explanation, the security guard could only mention that he was following orders, leaving the disabled man visibly confused by the unexpected turn of events.
So I came to the DeSantis, what is this? The DeSantis town hall, the last one. I just wanted to hear what he had to say. I came here to just check it out because I'm in Iowa anyway. And they told me I can't go in. They said I'm not allowed. That's a private event. I have tickets. They gave me tickets. They actually called me to confirm if I'm going to arrive. And they said I'm not allowed in. They kicked me out. They told me if I don't leave, it's going to be trespassing. And just kicked me out of the event. So I made it like maybe 2 feet into the door. And as soon as I stepped in, security just bum rushed. And like, you got to go. You got to go. So I tried to go eat next door because it's freaking cold and I don't know, hungry, didn't get to eat dinner yet, and they won't let me eat at the restaurant next door either because they say it's a neighboring property, same property, or I don't know what the exact words were, but they said I'm trespassing and that I can't even eat at the building next door. Dude, I just wanted to go hear what DeSantis had to say. I don't think I've ever said anything bad about him. I don't think I've ever made a video about him. I support Trump, but I can't go hear what DeSantis wants to say. And I can't believe they're kicking me out of the entire area.
All right. It's all the same property. So if we ask you to leave the other side, this is the same property. So.
Okay. I believe you've seen the two people. There is still another video I'm going to play. You can clearly see what is happening here. This guy made it clear that he never did anything wrong, like to even talk. He bought the ticket. So on checking in, he was kicked out. I really want you to know what could actually prompt them to do this. Is it that they know him online? When I look through this guy's videos on his platform, he has never talked about Ron DeSantis. The only person he did a video trying to expose was Vivek. And immediately Vivek had to respond to him like some of the accusations he put out with Big Pharma, they were false. He did correction on that video. That is the only person I've seen this guy, talking about on social media. So Ron DeSantis doing this same thing I saw with Nikki Haley kicking out someone, simply because they asked hard questions. It is something I don't get.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Should you trust him? Some of you won't like this, but hear me out. He seems to be everywhere. Clips of him giving it to the man, and calling out the establishment all over social media. Skyrockets from unknown to top of the Republican polls. And I understand why. He says what we all want to hear. End the war, secure the border, drain the swamp, unity, freedom, truth. Which outlets are considered untrustworthy propaganda media? MSNBC, Business Insider, AP, Forbes, The New York Times, The New Yorker, Huffington Post, Axios, Politico, just to name a few. The mouthpiece of the establishment. Then why are they all so supportive of Vivek? Doesn't make sense. How is he considered anti-establishment when he's supported by the establishment? If you or I were to say some of the anti-woke things he says, we would be shadow banned. But somehow, he's trending on every single major social media platform. Prior to politics, he was a hedge fund manager. His claim to fame was a pharmaceutical startup company called Roivant. In the 9 years it's been in business, it has never been profitable or delivered a working product.
Yes, this is the video I was talking about where he did concerning Vivi, trying to call him out. Like, you cannot be talking against the establishment and you are being supported by the same establishment. It doesn't make sense. He actually said this in response to how Vivi is on all the media, in fact, the mainstream media. Vivi is on CNN, is on MMBC, is here, saying a lot of things we cannot say on this platform. At a certain point, when I watched Vivi, proceeding with his campaign, I realized that was actually not true because now Vivi cannot even go to CNN. Simply because they call him a conspiracy, CNN tried to, go after Vivek for some time. When they are even doing segment, they don't like to mention Vivek. If you look at the last town hall between Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, Vivek was not part because he went off against them. So I don't get the point here. This guy actually did well, trying to create an awareness that Vivek created product one never worked, which Vivek refused that was a lie. I don't want to go deep into that.
So tonight has been pretty crazy. Got to a Trump event. They recognized who I was and they let me go into the press area. And then they said that I could actually record and interview people there tomorrow. I tried to go to a DeSantis event and they kicked me out as I got to the door, which is like crazy because I don't think I've ever made like an anti-DeSantis event, but I don't know. They just kicked me out and it was weird as fuck. It was weird. And then the Trump team heard about what happened to me with the DeSantis event and they invited me to ride with the press team. So I'm going to be going probably tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be going with like where the reporters are to follow them around and go to the caucuses and
the other party. Maybe you back a Republican candidate who's actually a Democrat, whose priorities are identical to yours. And of course, they found one. Her name is Nikki Haley.
Putin called Netanyahu? Nope, not for 10 days. You know who he did call? Hamas. They came the next day and they held hands and said they were friends. We now know the Russian intelligence is what helped Hamas know how to get through that barrier.